Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to bring you the pre-race analysis of the 2023 Brazilian Grand Prix. The 2023 Formula 1 season is slowly reaching its end, and the races in Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi will be the remaining races after this race in Brazil. The Brazilian Grand Prix is held as the final race of this triple header, and this will be the toughest test for Formula 1 teams as they have had to travel long distances to the United States and Mexico before visiting Brazil this weekend. Even though the champions are already decided, the remaining slots of the championship standings are still up for grabs, so we can expect a close competition between teams everywhere in the championship table, as everyone wants to have a better finish to their season. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. As usual, the F1 event in Brazil will be held at the Autodromo José Carlos Pathé, which is commonly known as Interlagos. The first time this circuit was used in Formula 1 racing was back in 1973, and since then, the race has been held there 50 times, becoming a more regular fixture in the F1 calendar. The length of the circuit is 4.309 kilometers, and drivers have to go 71 times around the circuit to cover the entire race length of 305.879 kilometers. The lap record of this circuit is still held by Valtteri Bottas since the 2018 edition, setting a lap time of 1 minute and 10.540 seconds. Interlagos is composed of 15 turns, and the section between turn 5 and turn 13 can be considered as the toughest part of the circuit. The Brazilian race weekend is scheduled under the sprint race format, and that means there will be only one free practice session for the entire race weekend. It's followed by the qualifying on Friday evening. The entire Saturday is reserved for the sprint race. That means the shootout will be held in the morning, and then the sprint race will be in the evening. Based on the qualifying results of Friday, the main race will be held on Sunday. When we analyse the best tyre strategies for the Brazilian Grand Prix, a two-stop strategy can be suggested as the best solution. However, depending on the weather conditions and safety car conditions, teams can go for other strategies. On a normal race day without any obstructions, drivers can start on softs and then switch to mediums between lap 18 and 25. Hard is not a popular choice among teams for the race in Brazil, as it does not provide a greater advantage here. The teams can go for their second pit stop after lap 40, depending on the tyre usage. Soft compounds can be recommended as the best choice for the final stint to run with a good pace. In addition to the main race on Sunday, there will be a sprint race on Saturday. There are no mandatory pit stops for the sprint race, and entering the pit area will be a huge disadvantage in this shorter race format. Last year, all the drivers went for soft compounds in the sprint race, except for Verstappen and Latifi, who decided to compete on mediums. In terms of wear and performance, softs become the best tyre choice for the sprint at Interlagos, as it is possible to do the 24-lap long sprint without any major concern. But all those strategies will be changed in any case of a safety car period or under adverse weather conditions. As usual, a mixed weather condition is expected throughout the Brazilian race weekend. That means there is a higher possibility of rain on Friday and Saturday. However, it's expected to change into dry sunny conditions on Sunday. Despite the effect of the rain, the average temperature will be around 27 degrees Celsius. Even though Verstappen already won the championship, he is in a record hunt and will surely try to increase his 2023 victory count up to 17 in Brazil. However, some may not be satisfied about his teammate Sergio Perez's performance, and now he is in risk of losing his second spot of the championship standings to Lewis Hamilton. If Hamilton didn't experience a disqualification at COTA, he would now be with a gap of 2 points to Perez coming to Brazil. However, the current gap is 20, which is a chaseable one within the final 3 rounds of the season. So it's essential for Perez to finish both races at Brazil ahead of Hamilton to save his second spot as well as his Red Bull seat. Alonso was the biggest rival for Verstappen in the opening rounds of the 2023 season. He has since dropped to 5th spot with the decline of the performance of the Aston Martin challengers after the summer break. If they can make considerable progress within the final 3 rounds of the 2023 season, Norris, Leclerc and Russell still have the opportunity to challenge the top 5 spots in the final standings. Both the Ferrari and McLaren challengers demonstrated a good pace at USA and Mexico, and they will surely continue that form into the last race of this triple header. When considering the current situation of the constructors' standings, there is tougher competition between Mercedes and Ferrari for the second spot. Mercedes is currently ahead of McLaren with 371 points, but the point gap is only 22 points, which is a chaseable one. However, both the Ferrari drivers need to be consistent throughout the race weekend in Brazil if they want to beat Mercedes for the second spot. The fight for the fourth spot between McLaren and Aston Martin appeared to be solved, as McLaren is in an unbeatable form for the Aston Martin team. However, the Silverstone-based team still has a chance to beat the Papaya team theoretically, but are they strong enough to do so? A lot will happen in Brazil, as this is a sprint race weekend. What will be the outcome of the Brazilian GP? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula 1 news. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.